Welcome back to the channel, Kaspa holders. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for growing this community. We got over 300 views on the last one and 30 likes. Let's push for 50 likes and more views. So please do like, subscribe, comment and share these videos to get these out to more like-minded people like us. Now, in my last Kaspa update, we can see here from the 1.272 fib at 41585, we were calling for a pump. And our suggestion is that as we were not expecting, but as the Fibonacci's suggest that the golden pocket here is support, you're then technically meant to find support as we did and break this high circled. As that had failed and we then lost the 200 EMA as well as the golden pocket, you create the reversal wave with these as your targets. And as we started to come down towards the 1.272, I believe that we had some bullish divergences coming into play. And that was the reason I was expecting Kaspa to actually pump back up to what was previous support, but now as resistance. And as long as this area maintains as resistance, as long as Kaspa is holding beneath 47496, then the expectation is, as we've missed these two targets here, we will eventually come down and meet them at 39181 and 40581 on the MEXC chart. So the way we go ahead and invalidate this target down here is by reclaiming that 0.5 Fibonacci. Now I urge you to always tune into my Bitcoin updates. We don't get enough views on them. However, if we know what's going on with Bitcoin, and you don't need to own Bitcoin, however, Bitcoin decides where the market is headed. And if we head over to this Bitcoin chart right now, and I have made an update, so please go ahead and check that out. It's going to be in a lot more detail than this picture. We can see in the past, from this July top over here, we have been in a downtrend. And ever since October, we have had a breakout, and we're now back testing midway through October, this previous resistance, now a support. We can also see the golden pocket here. So what should happen is a pump up, because we are yet to create the reversal wave as we did on the Kaspa chart. Let me go back. So can you see over here, we measured this wave up. You're meant to find support here to continue higher. But if you lose the golden pocket, we go on a different path. And if we go back to the chart over here on Bitcoin, that golden pocket is right here. We've measured the wave up. This is the level we need to maintain. It's also in line with previous resistance. That's been resistance for months on end, now as support. So we must see continuation. And if we do get this continuation higher, this is potentially, if we go back to the Kaspa chart, where we see Kaspa reclaiming this level that I mentioned in the last Kaspa update a few days ago. Now, if we head to the Kaspa chart, what's going on right now, we can see we pumped from the 1.272 as we predicted back up into those moving averages. So it's nice to see that what we were suggesting is actually coming to fruition, just to prove that what we're saying is not coming out of our asshole. What we now want to see is continuation low. I'm going to check for some divergences over here. In fact, we do not have any. We did have some over here. Can you see that this is actually lower lows, whereas here we had higher lows? This is why I was able to forecast to you guys that we were going to have this immediate short-term rally. And if you were able to notice that there's a trade here, you could have had a gain of maximum 9% without leverage. Imagine if you traded this. What you would have needed is to find out your stop loss. So stop loss would have been below here. This is a 2% stop loss. If we added 2x leverage, this would bring a stop loss of about 4% of our whole entire account. And if the gain, as we saw, is a 9% gain over here, then we times that by 2, and that would be an 18% gain with 2x leverage. You could have also done a 3x leverage, bringing you even more. However, you need to understand that your 2% stop loss that we saw over here would then become a 6% stop loss. So it's whether you are willing to lose 6%. If you want me to teach you how to trade, to set the stop loss exactly, where to enter those exact points, looking for basically entries off points of reversals, but there's more criteria to that. I'm going to give you a checklist, and all these things need to be checked off in order for you to enter a trade. So this is one of those examples where we could have profited over here. Just message me with the links in the description down below. I have a Discord community where you actually gain free mentorship sessions every week for me to teach you if you're part of that. I will also give you 3 months for free in there if you take action on my course, which will teach you from a beginner into an advanced trader. The best option is the one-to-one mentorship, and I have one slot at the moment with a 25% discount. You're going to get 5 to 10 hours of my one-to-one help. It's down to you to decide which option you want to go for. You're also going to get my course included, as well as 3 months free in the chat to get those further free sessions. So message me on Twitter with the links in the description down below. Follow me there anyway, guys. So at the moment, we don't have bullish divergence over here. However, as I showed you on the Bitcoin chart, we are an area where if the bulls are there, it has to pump right now. Very important for the Bitcoin bulls to step in. This is essentially their last chance. Otherwise, we lose the trend line as support. It then becomes resistance. And this whole move to the upside that we've seen in October is fake. Then following that, we would lose this key level of support, which is a higher low. And if this higher low is lost, that is no longer an uptrend structure, which we're seeing from this point with a high, a higher low, a higher high, and currently a higher low. Lose this, I can't believe I said higher ho. Lose this, and we will have a lower low, and this validates its downtrend continuation, as well as the reversal wave being created, and that is how Kaspa would continue down to these targets. In fact, there could be even further downside back down to this low. However, in the short term, if we do continue down to these targets, you may get another rally. But again, guys, as I mentioned earlier in this video, and looking back at the old previous update, we must reclaim this level. Nothing changes if we don't reclaim 47496. You can pump into that, it doesn't matter. This was once support. It was the golden pocket where we're meant to make higher highs. We lost it and created the reversal wave. We are beneath the 200 EMA, and these are just all key levels of resistance. So even if this double bottom over here does work out and meet its target, once the target is completed, as we have lost this low and made a lower low, this would just essentially be a lower high for continuation lower, and then the same process again like this. That is it from me today. If anything does change, if we do reclaim this level, we head back up to this high of 51900. And as you are aware, I've been suggesting that there's high time frame bearish divergences, and to invalidate that, we need to break this high, and we can just see that it just keeps failing to do so. And that is why those calls that I was making, that Kaspa will crash, has actually started to come to fruition. Again, guys, even if Bitcoin pumps, this will get up in the short term, but the 5190 area is what matters the most. I know that I said this is where we need to reclaim, but all the reclaim does is sends you back up into that resistance. We need to break the 0.5 Fibonacci at 47496 as well as 51900. As long as we maintain below these areas, we're just going to continue lower. That is my expectation. You don't have to agree with me, but with my 5 years of market experience and literally analyzing these charts for you guys every single day on other altcoins on the channel, this is what I'm coming to the conclusion of. Things can change, and I've shown you the invalidation points, which would be a reclaim of these two levels, and we would head higher. Until those very moments, the expectation is that any bounce right now is a bull trap, and we will eventually continue lower. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you want me to teach you how to trade, then please message me on twitter.com. The link is in the description down below, or type in Louis_crypto. And there are fake accounts, so make sure I've got the 2,000 followers as well as the blue tick. That is the main thing over here. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and as always, peace.